All right, y'all, in this last video over surface area, we'll be looking at how to find the surface area of a sphere. Now, hopefully you know what a sphere is. Some examples might be a basketball or a tennis ball, or maybe even the Earth. Technically, the Earth's not a sphere, but it's pretty close. So, since a sphere is completely round, it doesn't have faces or bases. It's just kind of this one curved surface all the way around. So there's no lateral surface area, it's just the total surface area. And we can find the total surface area using only the radius, which makes our equation pretty easy and simple. And that equation is 4 pi radius squared. That's how we find the surface area of a sphere. Now, anytime you want to find the surface area of a sphere, the only thing that you really have to worry about is, do I have the radius or the diameter? And in this example, we have the radius, so we're okay. We don't have to worry about cutting it in half. We take our radius and put it into our equation, and that will give us the answer. So surface area equals 4 pi radius squared. Plug in our radius, 4 pi times 5 squared, and we should get our answer. And it is about 314.16 meters squared, if you put that into the calculator correctly. And that's the answer for the surface area of a sphere. Pretty simple, at least compared to the other surface areas. So go ahead and try 7 on your own, and then we'll do 8 together. Pause the video, and I'll give you the answer when you unpause it. So we should have the surface area is about 4 pi radius squared. The radius is 3. Plug that in. 4 pi times 3 squared, which is about 113.10 inches squared. Now, the different thing about question 8 is that in this case, it gives us the diameter. So if our diameter is 12, then our radius is 6. And from here, we can do it the exact same way. Radius is 6 centimeters. Surface area equals 4 pi radius squared. So 4 times pi times 6 squared. So our surface area is 452.39 centimeters squared. Now, the last problem we're going to do on this page is we're going to find the surface area of the Earth. Given the equator, which measures 24,901 miles, we're asked to find the surface area. That's just a surface area, not circumference. Wouldn't be very difficult to find the circumference because that's what the equator is. So we're going to find the surface area of the Earth. And to find the surface area, we need the radius. So we're going to have to work backwards here for a second. Given our equator, that's our circumference. We know that the circumference is 2 pi times the radius. So if we want to get the radius by itself, we have to divide 2 pi r by 2 pi and the circumference by 2 pi. So if our circumference is 24,901 miles, is 2 pi r, we can get our radius by dividing by 2 pi, which should give us a radius of approximately 3,963 miles, roughly. we can use this to find the surface area of our sphere next. So I want you to go ahead and try that on your own. Plug in your radius to the formula for surface area of a sphere, and then see if you get the same answer as me. So if we start out with our equation, surface area is 4 pi radius squared. That's 4 pi times 3,963 squared. So you're going to get a big number because you're squaring a really big number. We should get the surface area is about 197,359,487.5 miles squared as the surface area of the Earth, which is a pretty big number. Let's see how close we got to the actual surface area. So I went ahead and looked up the actual surface area of the Earth according to NASA or whoever does that, whoever found it in a more scientific way. We're going to see how close we were. So the actual is about 196.9 million, which is 196.9. So 196,900,000 miles squared. Now, it looks like we might have gotten at least a little bit off, but if we calculate the percentage of how close we were, which I've already done, we're about 0.2% off, which is really, really close. So we estimated it using only the information that we were given, the equator, and we were able to find the surface area of the Earth with a pretty high degree of accuracy. So that's our lesson for today. In the next couple of lessons, we'll be looking at how to find the volume, specifically of the same shapes that we've already found: prisms, cylinders, pyramids, cones, and spheres. But that'll be next time